Well, good morning. I hope that everybody is doing well this morning. I know that I certainly am. It is right at, I think, 10 o'clock. So, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Okay, we have a lot of things going on as far as Onpassive goes. But I wanted to say, hey, good morning to you, Cecil and Roy, both. I certainly appreciate you guys. Stefan, you as well. I appreciate those folks that have joined us here. Rupa, good morning and top of the day to you. Pravin, you as well. There's a lot of really neat things going on. And, I've just got to say that it's an exciting time to be alive for a great many of us. I'm going to go ahead and get started here because I don't want to take a lot of your time. I guess the whole scope of what Onpassive is doing. Well, actually, first, let me start with my usual. Hello, good morning. I hope that everybody's having a great Onpassive day. I appreciate very much that you have joined us here. And getting right into it, there's a lot of exciting things happening with the upcoming preview, the live preview of our Onpassive video conferencing platform, Connect, which it's a phenomenal platform. And I've got to say, right off the bat, that I love the way that Mr. Mufareh has let us know things as they happen and what we can expect in many instances. With what's going on in the background. Obviously, they can't share with us in crystal clarity, but there is a level of transparency that can be appreciated, and that adds to my appreciation at being involved in the many aspects of beta for the company as a whole. And I'm sure that a lot of you folks share that way too, or share that idea, share that feeling. We've been with this and in this for quite a while. Most of us, a lot of us, more than 4 years. And to see these things unfolding that the way they are now, wow, this is really, really cool stuff. I do want to take a couple of minutes after this to go through some of the, actually, you know what? I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to go through some of the people that are here, in watching some of the other leaders. I know that they go over and check out some of the folks that are watching here. So before I really get into the crux of what I'm doing, I do want to say hi to Pravin, Ty Young. Whoa, good to see you, brother. Hey, I haven't seen you, heard from you in a little while. I know that you're doing well, or I'm assuming you are anyway. Johan, I certainly appreciate that, and I reflect back to you. Happy Monday. David Clark, thank you. Hey, I appreciate you guys' encouragement. I really, really do. And I see that a lot of you I see on my YouTube channel and comments, and I appreciate those comments as well. As a matter of fact, a great deal, because there are many times that I will take the comments and I will turn those into a study or a video of some kind. And even if it doesn't outwardly appear to be the result of a comment, there's a lot of influence in my stuff that come from what I get from the YouTube. Casey, good to see you here too. Donna, Carl Chapman, thank you. I appreciate you being here as well. Casey, good to see you. There's a lot of you that, man, I'm seeing a bunch of you here, and it's certainly good. But let me go ahead and jump back into some of the things we were talking about. I think we were talking about how Onpassive has a certain sense of transparency that I've never seen with any other company, and they certainly haven't. Other companies I've been involved with haven't allowed us to be a part of it with beta and just knowing what's going on behind the scenes. So I've got a great deal of appreciation for that. Anyway, for those that logged on in last week's corporate webinar using Connect, right, we saw a version that probably, from our perspective, may have needed a little work. But we need to understand that was a known going into that specific webinar. By that, I mean that we, and when I say we, I mean Onpassive collectively, but more so, you know, the techs and the people that do the work. They knew that there needed to be some tweaks. We knew going into it that we needed another session with OConnect before putting the known tweaks or fixing what was known to be wrong, right? And during the live beta last week, we also experienced some challenges that manifested in quite a few different ways. You know, there was latency or there was lag time. You know, the dashboards, the screens were freezing up. Some of the dashboards were, you know, not as populated or underpopulated. There was also instances of techs that were working on the fly, which required the system to be exited, and then they would provide a new link so that we could log into a new session. And that goes on. I mean, that's just a matter of course. That's just how things work. You see, when a load gets put on the system, right, you open up any system, you put a load on it to test it, right? And then something in the system will break or crash or whatever. Maybe it just needs a little tweak to operate more smoothly, or for whatever reason, you know, it doesn't operate quite like we thought because there's a strain on it and something kind of snaps. At any rate, during this whole process, the data is collected, the system gets shut down, some fixes get put in place, and then we do a reboot of the system with a new link that allows the process to begin all over again, right? Welcome to the world of beta. That's nothing new to us. We've been doing that for years. And I certainly am thankful that we are a part of that. And I know that last week I logged in multiple times, mostly because my PC was freezing up. And that seemed to happen somewhere around about the 3,000, 3,200 mark, somewhere in there, simply because that very rarely happens. I'm assuming that too was a symptom of the work that the techs were doing within the platform in real time. So anyway, since last week, the teams have been working around the clock. They've been whittling down the fixes, you know, in a way, so that anything that still remains is minor compared to anything we've been through. And while we have been able to do alpha testing internally, you know, within Onpassive and the tech and all the teams and employees, right, internally, for up to probably 1,000 attendees. I mean, that's great for practical purposes, right, to test the low level or fundamental performance of a system. But when we start to include the brand ambassadors, you know, the founders by any other name, from different countries and from different regions within those countries at higher capacity, like we did last week, man, baby, that gets us to a whole new level. And that's where we are now. So there's lots of reasons to be proud. There's lots of reasons to be excited about the progress that we're making and that we have made, and we are going into the future with this excitement. Now, what we're going to see going forward is going to be the kind of amazing quality, you know, connect the audio and video and the AI integration that we have come to expect from Onpassive teams. And before too long, that quality is going to exceed anything that's currently available in the market. When you add to that, or when we start seeing more sophisticated devices, right, with additional AI and software tech on those devices, we're going to achieve even higher than studio quality, which for anybody that uses any web conferencing in their business or in their life in a professional sense, that's going to change their life. That's going to change the way they do things. And we have that to look forward to. So I hope you've seen the new pop-up indicating the Omega OConnect live event that's going to happen this week. That's the reason that I'm doing this live, is to remind us, right, and to solicit your attendance, right? We're going to be testing the platform live, which, you know what? It's very safe to say that we're not going to be using Zoom for corporate webinars anymore. Onpassive has crossed that line. We've crossed into a new era. And as I had indicated earlier, I truly believe that anybody using video conferencing, OConnect, is going to change their lives. However, you need to know as ambassadors that OConnect has got a lot of stuff in it. I mean, you know, Ash, he stacks the cool, right? There's been a lot of cool stacking stuff going on. But some of the cool stuff has been intentionally withheld, and we haven't even seen it yet. But when these unseen features are enabled, the dashboards that is and are will be the OConnect dashboard is going to reflect a lot more of a hands-on functionality, if you will. And once Mr. Mufareh and the teams are comfortable with it all, Dr. Sohai and some of the others, you know, the prominent members, the movers and shakers, if you will, of the teams in Hyderabad and other places, they're going to share some of those advanced features with us, perhaps even on this next session. And you can believe that OConnect is going to be the best, most trusted AI video conferencing platform in the market. So, I mean, as most of us know already, OConnect is a flagship product within the Onpassive ecosystem. And we've been working on that at least since 2019, right? We were ahead of the market then. And as it stands right now, the technology within OConnect is only about a year old. So nobody's, I mean, not only is nobody close to us with what we've done, nobody's going to be catching up anytime soon. So another reason to be excited and to be proud of where we're at, right? And the Onpassive ecosystem has more internet business technologies and more AI-driven integration in one place than any other place on the planet. Now, we've long said that we're going to own the internet. This is just a start. So I don't want you guys losing sight, or me even losing sight of the data centers or the innovation labs or even the physical products that are becoming reality even as we speak, not to mention the branding that's going on. We started at the hub in Dubai, which is absolutely phenomenal. And just know that OConnect in particular has got some incredible features. And some of these are breakthrough features, right? And if you check the summary of last week's webinar, in the O-Founder portion of the OES, Onpassive ecosystem, you can read about some of these. We don't want to put them out here, obviously. Incidentally, we owe a debt of gratitude to Peter Suhr and a lot of these other ambassadors, these founders, if you will, that put the notes into summaries of these webinars for us that perhaps couldn't make them or couldn't log on. Janet Butler was the one that did the last summary. So kudos to you, Janet. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. We should all know by now, too, that Onpassive is not driven by profit making. It's given us the most value, right? And this value is coming from or derived from features of its products, not to mention operating philosophy of its business, but also the costs associated with those products. So there's tons of value. And as Mr. Mufareh has said more than once, there is no company on the planet that will give you more value than we do. So I don't know of anybody else putting tens of millions into building a remarkable business like Onpassive and then sharing that business and its profits with us. So anyway, Onpassive brand ambassadors are just a couple of sessions away from having our own access to our own OConnect. Obviously, it's been tweaked a lot since last week. It's going to be tweaked and enhanced a whole lot more. And as Mr. Mufareh has said, each time we do that, it's not like we're starting from zero again, because right, we get to retain the experience, the expertise, if you will. So again, this is another reason to be very excited about where we are. Now, sometime this week, we're going to see OConnect live. It's going to be a global event. And I'm hoping to see numbers, you know, attendee numbers at the 25, 30,000 range. Hopefully, maybe better. I don't know. It depends on what Mr. Mufareh and the team allow and how things are going. But it's my understanding that there's also going to be a corporate update for us. So please keep an eye out for the announcements from the OES or from a pop-up in O-Founders. Let others know to log in and be a part of this very historic occasion, because you know what? We're all in it to win it, friends. Every one of us are in it to win it, and we are winning it indeed. So life is going to be good for us. It's going to be pretty good, pretty quick. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to be in the best shape of my life. So I want to thank you for taking a few minutes with me. Thank you for all that have logged on here. Please share this message. I mean, you don't have to share this video, but the message is we're moving forward. We're moving forward rather quickly. So please get involved. If you're stuck somewhere, we'll help you get unstuck. Not a problem at all. And thank you again. We certainly do appreciate all of you. If I can help anybody, let me know. If there's anything that's going on that you're not sure of, you know, we've got leaders that are available as well. And thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all you folks that have come. And I'm looking at the chat here. Casey, Roy, Pravin, again. Yes, Ty, thank you. I acknowledge. I'm proud of what you're doing as well. And I'm just thankful because we have so many good people doing good things. And I can't wait to be a bigger part of what is happening in the world, as Onpassive is a big, big part of a wave of change that has a global effect. And it's all about humanity and raising consciousness and raising humanity to be the best that we can be. So thank you so very much. I certainly appreciate your day, and I hope that each and every one of you are blessed, and we wish nothing but blessing and blessing for you and your entire future. Thank you.